Hi, it's good to see you all again in today's English class. And in today's English class, we are going to concentrate on a grammar topic. The topic we are going to discuss today is relative clause. You know what is a clause? A clause is a group of words which has subject and verb combination. And what is a relative clause? Relative, which means a relation. And here, relative clause is also called as adjective clause. And what is the purpose of relative clause? It just gives extra information. Extra information for what? It just gives extra information about the person. A person or thing. About the person or thing which is mentioned in that sentence. That's the purpose of relative clause. A relative clause is a group of words that is used to give some extra information on the person or thing which is mentioned in that sentence. And how it adds the extra information? With the help of relative pronouns, it adds extra information to the sentence. What are the relative pronouns here? We have 5 relative pronouns in English. They are who, whom, whose, which, that. I told you at the beginning, relative clause is to give extra information to the sentence. And it adds the extra information on the person or thing which is mentioned in the sentence. And here, where we have to use who and where we have to use whom, whose, which, that. Let me tell you in detail. Who. When the subject is a person, we use who. When in the sentence, the object is a person. The object, the receiver of action is a person, there we use whom. For subject person, we use who. And for object person, we use whom. And whose. The boy whose father is an army man. The owner of that object. Whose is used when we speak about the owner of that object. The boy whose father is an army man is sitting there. And there we use whose. Whose we use when we mention the owner of that object. Which and thing, that. Which and that both are used to add the additional information for an object. When there is an object, we can use which or that. Both can be used. Let's see some of the examples. The first example given here is the mat that I bought from the market needs a wash. Can you find the relative clause in this sentence? Is that I bought? For I have told you that is a relative pronoun that I bought. Is this a relative clause? It is partially correct. Because the relative clause here is that I bought from the market. You know what? Without the relative clause, it gives meaning. Just hide it. The mat needs a wash. It gives meaning. The relative clause is to add additional information, extra information to the sentence. The extra information here is that I bought from the market. The extra information is about the mat. Mat is an object, so I have used that. Here we can also use which. The mat which I bought from the market needs a wash. Both are correct. Okay? Let's move to the next sentence. The girl who sits next to me in the bus was absent today. Can you find the relative clause here? I hope you could find easily. Who sits next to me in the bus. Sometimes relative clause is separated with commas. 2 commas. Inside we have the relative clause. And I told you, without the relative clause, the sentence gives meaning. The girl was absent today. The girl was absent today. It's a sentence. It gives meaning. And here we have added the additional information. Who is that girl? The girl who sits next to me in the bus. I'm speaking about the girl who sits next to me taking the bus and that girl was absent. Let's go to the next sentence. The film which I had recommended to you has broken box office records. The relative clause here is which I had recommended to you. That's all. Without the relative clause, it gives the meaning. The film has broken box office records. It's a present perfect sentence. The film has broken box office records and it gives meaning. The relative information we have added here is which I had recommended to you. I am speaking about the film which I had recommended to you to watch. Yes, the film which I had recommended to you has broken box office records. That may be any film. And here the related information is about the film. Film is an object, so we can use which or that. The film that I have recommended to you has broken box office records. And the last sentence in our list, the lady who is wearing the red t-shirt is my mother. The relative clause here is who is wearing the red t-shirt. The lady is my mother. Which lady? There are more number of ladies. Which lady is your mother? The additional information, the extra information added here is about the lady. The lady who is wearing the red t-shirt. Among the ladies, one lady is wearing the red t-shirt and that is my mother. Here the lady is a subject, is a person, so we have used who. The lady who is wearing the red t-shirt is my mother. And that's how we have to add extra information with the help of relative pronouns. Who, whom, whose, which, that. You can also try it in your sentence. We can add relative information to any sentence. The pen which you have in your hand is mine. It's one of the examples of relative clause. And speaking about the pen which you have in your hand, it's mine. Okay? It's easy to add relative clause to your sentence. Try the best. Try to write relative clauses in your sentences. I hope you had understood it very well. Thank you for watching this video.